you know, you're asking what do we need,
Yeah.
and I have 7 water pumps
Okay.
that work with electricity.
Uh-huh.
One was
Right.
blocked out this week,
Okay.
and I need a generator.
Right.
But I am not asking you for the generator, Governor.
Yeah.
The one who helped me was FEMA.
Oh.
So I want you to thank FEMA.
Oh, good.
And he
Yeah.
was over there. At the end of the meeting,
Yeah.
then came one of the secretary and he said, "You know Walter Higgins?" And I said, "No."
Yeah.
And
then
he said,
Madam.
"I have been in Ponce." And I said to him, "You have not visited me."
No. I mean, he never visited you if you went to Ponce.
No.
Yeah.
Ponce is the second biggest city in Puerto
It's
Rico.
the second
Is it the
largest city
second
in
largest?
territorial extension. Yes.
And
And I said to the mayor of San Juan, "You are in the capital. I know in the north, but in the south we are the capital."
Oh, okay.
And big economy too. Probably second biggest, right?
Yes.
Economy?
Yeah, I would
5%.
love. Are we starting to
Yes.
record?
Yeah, I mean we could record now, and then we can edit
Okay.
out whatever.
Okay. Oh, so you've already started
Yes.
it? Okay. So yeah, I'd love to learn a little more about Ponce, the population size.
Population is about 155,000 people.
Okay, so it's the
But
second largest
it's
in the
it's
island?
in territorial extension.
And what does that mean?
Okay, let me explain to you.
Yeah.
We have we divide
Okay.
our communities in
Mhm.
wards.
Okay. Wards.
18,
Okay.
18 wards are in the rural area.
Okay.
13 in the urban area.
Okay.
We have 300 community in the whole city.
In your city, 300
In
communities.
the whole.
in the whole
city.
island.
In the whole city. Of
Oh,
Ponce.
so
300
okay.
communities.
Okay. Yeah.
For example, if I go to the mountain, to the rural area,
Mhm.
from my city hall,
Mhm.
thank you, from my city hall, from my city hall,
Mhm.
it takes me about 45 to 1 hour going
Oh.
upstairs,
Oh, up to the mountain.
up to the mountain.
Okay.
So my frontier
Yeah.
in the north,
Okay.
in the north of Ponce,
Yeah.
I was at Juntas, one of the cities,
Uh huh.
Utuado, another city, and Jayuya, another city.
Okay. Wow. So it's very large.
It's
Yeah.
a very large
Yeah.
city. It's a very large city.
And tell me.
And
Mhm.
let me explain you.
Yeah.
That's in the north part.
Mhm.
Okay, so when a hurricane or a disaster comes,
Mhm.
the people in the north, they have a different kind of distress. In the north is the landsliding. In the south, that we are near the Caribbean Sea, is in the coast of the Caribbean Sea. So if I am in the south, because the city hall is 5 minutes from the Caribbean Sea, 5 minutes, and that area is composed of many communities, middle and low communities in economic status, and near the Caribbean Sea. So they are in the beach. We call that area La Playa, the
Yeah,
beach.
right.
Okay,
Mhm.
La Playa. And there are many people, many population over there.
Okay.
They thought one time, years ago, that they want to separate from the city of Ponce. And you can walk from the city hall to there, and in 15 to 20 minutes you will be there. And they want to be separated because the Ponceños are very proud of their cultural heritage, or their building, and of the people. They are part of their people. We are like that.
Yeah.
So they said, there is a saying or a slogan
Okay.
in Ponce that's called Ponce is Ponce,
Okay.
and the rest is parking.
Parking.
So every 77
funny.
other cities are parking.
Oh, that's funny.
And the governor, when it comes to Ponce, said, "I'm coming from the parking." And I changed it. I said, Ponce is Ponce, and the rest are friends and blessings. I don't want problems. Friends and blessings. I don't want any problems.
That's great. So, would you say what is the main source of business or economy driving Ponce?
I will say, even though we have a port
Yes. Okay.
and we have an airport, and we have or expressway all the way to San Juan in 1.5 hours, you will be in the capital, and it's connected. And through the north, if they finish the expressway to Arecibo, we will be in 1.5 hours in Arecibo also. So you will connect the south with the north, even though It is, we are just in the middle, in the south. We are going to 40 minutes. We will be in Maya West in the west. In Fajardo, it takes more time to go in the east. So Ponce is a strategic point, not for the airport only, but of the port also. Now the port that belongs to the municipality, they have made a law, and the governor just signed it in January, that we create that the Secretary of Economic Development and the mayor of Ponce are the president of the board. And we create 6 years ago an authority called Port of Ponce Authority. And that board is supposed to manage the port. But when the government changed 4 years ago, the governor who was at that time, Garcia Padilla, said to me in Fortaleza, in his office, "You cannot be in that board." And I said, "Why?" "Well, you are a politician." And I said, "And you are not a politician?" "I believe in public policy." "But you don't believe in public policy." "No, you are a politician." I am a dentist for 31 years. So I am dedicated to work, and my passion is to work for the people. And now as a mayor, a year and a half, I am passionate to work for people of Ponce. I am passionate to serve the people. I am passionate for the vulnerable people that are the poor people. I had to explain this. Ponce, his economy is based in, we have five industrial parks. We have tourism. And people does not believe this, but we have four hospitals, one school of medicine, one law school, one architectural school. And I hope we're going to have in 2 more years a dental school.
Yeah.
We have a meeting in August that Dr. Leningham, who is from Missouri, he's a Republican, I am a Democrat, but we're friends.
You'll work together, yeah.
Yes, we were together for the
Yeah.
benefit of the whole city of Ponce and the students of all the world. Because in the School of Medicine, there are students from Latin America, from the Central America, and from the USA also. So from mainland. So and Puerto Ricanos also. So he wants to, even though I have to explain this. He just opened medicine school with other, I see nursing, I think it's psychology, doctoral degree, dental school in Missouri. And he called that school Ponce Health Science University.
Yeah.
Ponce. He gave
For you
that,
guys?
yeah.
Huh.
So our economy is based in those five industrial parks, in the tourism, and we are just beginning. And I just at my first 4 years, I received cruise ships after Maria in November. In November, I came here to Miami 3 years ago and talked to every cruise line about Ponce. We presented with the executive director of the port, and we present the whole view of Ponce. We have the Museum of Art, beautiful. It's a private museum, but it's the best of Latin America. And we have from the state government and our city about 11 museums over there. 11 museums. So tourism is rising up, and we have many events that are in front of the city hall. We have an area that is called La Guancha. And La Guancha, people goes every weekend from Thursday to Sunday. You will have about more than 7,000 people having fun with their family.
Oh, nice.
Near the what?
That's great.
The sea.
Yeah.
Near the sea.
That's
In La Playa.
Yeah, and that's fun. Well, to step forward, we wanted to talk about how the city is recovering from Hurricane Maria, and Could you talk about how much of the city lost electricity right after, and how long it took for the majority of the city to get back, and then
Let
where
me tell
you
you
are
this.
today? Yeah.
I have been taking any opportunity to talk about this.
Yeah.
I know sometimes the governor get angry because he thinks I'm criticizing him. I am not criticizing the governor. He's a doctoral degree in engineering in medical studies. I know it's scientific study. I know he's a scientific also. He likes to do things in an excellent structural way. I know, but I am a dentist also, and I do it the same way. But he has to hear the people also. And I am not criticizing him. No, he's a young guy, and he has many problems. First, we have a oversight management board. Okay,
Promesa.
um,
Yeah. Promesa board.
that was imposed by Congress.
Right.
The second, he has passed two hurricanes, big hurricanes, category 4 and 5. So it's not only he has been a governor for 1 year and 7 months. Oh my God. So, and the economy was out. We have an economical crisis. So I have to say you that it has been very difficult for us. We were not prepared. We were not prepared 10 months ago. It was very difficult for us because that experience, Puerto Rico have never passed that experience. FEMA, I would say Michael Sander, Michael, what's the name of Michael? The last name.
Burns? Is he the FEMA? Yeah.
Michael Burns.
Yeah.
Michael Burns.
Mhm.
Alejandro de la Campa,
I
who
don't
is
know
the
him.
manager of Ponce,
Oh, okay.
of FEMA. They have told us that that this event, the Hurricane Maria, have been the worst of all America, USA, and Puerto Rico disaster. The worst disaster. We have passed. So at the beginning, I would say, came Irma. We have our resources of water and food, but I think FEMA took all that to the Virgin Islands,
Off of Puerto Rico.
off of Puerto Rico. So when Maria came, they were not prepared.
No, they admit that now.
They were not prepared, and they have told everyone that they were not prepared. Now it's a different way. What we have done.
Well, how much power did you lose right after? Oh, the whole
No,
city.
I have to explain. We are, the process has been taking too much time,
Okay.
and I think sometimes they discriminate for Puerto Rico. If they took 6 days to Harvey in Texas to give $141 million in 6 days, in 6 days they gave Puerto Rico $6.1 million in the supplemental aids. I can explain that. We're American citizens too. We have been waiting for statehood more than 100 years. So, if I am American citizens, and we are American citizens, why are you discriminating us? So the help was more rapidly to Florida and Texas than to Puerto Rico. It takes long to Puerto Rico. I know that you cross the frontier from one state to another in a truck or in a van or in a railroad. I don't know. You can go in a train, but in Puerto Rico you have to take an airplane or a ship. So after the first 100 days were awful. It was a whole disaster. When I went out at 6 o'clock in the afternoon after Maria passed, even though it was raining, the wind stopped, and we have winds about 155 miles per hour. And I live in the urban area, from 5 minutes from the municipality, the city hall, to my house. And the office of emergency management, managing emergency office is just across my street. So I went over there. The guy that took me in the morning at about 6 o'clock in the morning, and the wind was blowing, and they said, "I don't know how you're going to cross from your house to this van." Well, they were in a truck. They were in a truck. I don't know how you're going to do. Wait. And they were shouting because there was no electricity yet. Electricity went out at the beginning before the hurricane. The electricity went out before they were going. And they said, okay, there's nothing coming, just wind, cross. And I went over the man and I said, walk like this. And I get in, then I went to the management offices. It was raining, and the wind, and I saw those three going like this way, and all the signs were out, and I said the city was destroyed. Even though we have many houses in cement, that's not the problem. The ones that were awful were the ones in wood. But the only place that was not disappearing in wood was the firehouse building. There is an icon in the city. Everyone goes to Ponce to see the firehouse because it's a wood and it happened anything to that place.
Wow.
It's in the center of the city. Puerto Rico have a custom since the Spain came to manage it as a territory, and we were part of Spain, and then came the Hispanic War, and then the Americans took us. The city hall is here. There is a street. There is the plaza. There is the church. And I have plaza again. The only city that has two plaza in the same place is Ponce. Divided by the two powers.
Church
The
and
political
city.
and the church
Okay.
and the religion. So
Yeah.
and when I get out at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, I said to them, to my all my employees and all my staff, okay, we have to open all the roads to go to the hospitals and then to go to the refugees. We have about 11 refugees area where everyone that we were out the days before and that I knew that they were in danger. Their houses were in danger. They were near the beach. I took them to those places, so we were giving them water, food with the house department agency from the central government, and our employees also work with them. So I said, we have to open all the roads to the refugees, the hospitals, so people can move. People have to move, and they will move. And I have to clean. I even took, I don't know how to say machete in English.
Machete. She
Yeah,
knows
it's
what
a,
machete is.
And we have to
machete.
to-
Yeah.
Movie, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, and we have to break every tree, take it out, so open the roads. And I think that night I went to sleep about 4 o'clock in the morning. And for the first 100 days, I have a meeting at 7 o'clock in the morning with all my staff and all the regional staff of the state government. And I said, we're going to do this, our plans. Now we are well prepared, and just right now, because we're working together. FEMA is working with the mayors, and the central government is working with the mayors at the same time.
So this,
So
this
have to
is-
make an alliance because the
yeah.
people who knows what's happening in every city are the mayors, and we were the first responders.
Right. And how many mayors are there on Puerto Rico?
78 mayors.
That's
Six-
78 municipalities, right?
municipalities,
Yeah,
yes.
that's a lot. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but I have, there are cities here with 5,000 people, and they have a mayor.
Right,
Even
right.
though you belong to the county.
Right.
And from those 78, 6 are women only.
So you're part of a minority.
Only
Yeah.
6 women.
Yeah. So you said after the storm now you all work together. You're better prepared.
Yes.
Would you say
We have been meeting. We have been in meetings in Miami with FEMA for a whole week. Many mayors and all their staff. We took things. I tell you, my manager of emergency, who is a doctor, and he was first of all he was a paramedic. Then he got ready as a doctor, and he has been representing the region. And he went with me and other members of the staff. The director of the transportation system, my director of transportation system, and other members of my staff went to take courses for of emergency in Miami with FEMA. We have been in Puerto Rico at the same time, different month, doing the same thing. And now we check every plan of emergency every month. Every month.
So you guys all meet every month, or you're corresponding?
No.
Yeah.
No. They're checking all the plans. Every department in my or every agency in my municipality
Mm-hmm.
check their emergency plan
Okay.
every month.
Okay.
I met my staff at 6 o'clock in the morning every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks.
Okay.
I give them breakfast because
Yeah. And why else would you come?
they
yeah,
no
I
they
agree.
they
Yeah.
said they said to me, Mayor, you cannot turn off.
No, you don't.
No,
You
I
have
don't turn
a
off.
lot of energy. So, so you say, would you estimate right after the storm, like, would you say 100% of Ponce lost power, and then how long did it take?
100% of Ponce
All
lost
of
power.
it, and then it took how many weeks to restore most
Weeks.
of it?
Weeks.
Was a month. Yeah.
I would say month. I have
1 month.
up.
Yeah.
No,
More than
my
that,
friend.
yeah.
We are 10 months after the
Yeah.
hurricane,
And how many?
and I have 10 families.
Okay.
10 families in sector Tierras Blancas, how we say it? It's a word. It's a
Yeah.
community.
Tierras
Tierras Blancas.
Okay.
In Corral Viejo. Let me show you this.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way they say.
Mm-hmm.
Sector Tierras Blancas, Corral Viejo.
Okay. That still don't have power.
They have 10 families.
Okay.
More families over there. And another 10 families, 5 families in Raíces.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's road 511.
Okay.
It's a sector up in the mountain.
In the mountains. So we're talking.
They have no power
Yeah.
up to now.
So this is in the mountains. And
No, it will take. It have been taking many months. Many
Okay.
months. I have, for example, for the first 42 days, I didn't have in my house. I didn't have, and I don't have a generator. I didn't. I have one generator, and I gave it to my daughter, my oldest daughter, who lives in San Juan in Guaynabo, and she has I have a grandchild of 6.5 years, and I said to her, take that generator because you have a child. I don't have anything, and I am not here.
Yeah. Okay. So we're talking 15 families still without power. Are there more than that, you think, about that?
Maybe the electricity company said to me that we're about 30 to 40 people without energy. They said to me, but every
Okay.
week I ask them,
Yeah.
every
right.
week,
Mhm.
to the person in charge in Ponce,
Yeah,
what
okay.
is happening? Why don't we have employees of the electrical system from Ponce
Yeah.
working in other cities? And that's
I know.
excellent. But
Yeah.
why don't you haven't get the electricity to Ponce?
Right.
Because they are in the rural area.
They are. Yeah. I
And
understand.
for many, many years,
Mhm.
when there is a wind blowing over the rural area, the lights goes off.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, what do you think would be a better solution for the
We have
island?
to take a renewable system.
Right. That's what
I
people are
believe
saying.
in
Yeah.
photovoltaic,
Mhm.
no, those panels. I think that's one idea. I don't believe in federalizing the system. I came to a dialogue here with Inter-American Dialogue, climate change.
Yeah.
And we have a conversation. I said, I know that the governor was going to sign by that time. He was going to sign a bill that to receive RFP and RFQ of many proposals for the reconstruction of the system. The companies just right now reconstruct their own system, but now we have to open and change. We have to be resilient just right now, even though we are in a hurricane season. We are in the hurricane season, and it goes outside. The energy goes in and out, in and out,
It still does.
in
Right
and out.
now?
In
Okay.
San Juan is worse,
Yeah.
but you are receiving energy from the south, everything.
Right.
So we may use. I believe in microgrids. I believe in microgrids,
Okay.
and I know there are some. We have been meeting, and I have to explain that because people will believe that I are in in another believing, but we have met mayors from the federation and mayor from the association, and we have been having meetings because we are working for the people. We're serving the people, and we have talked about how we can make alliance to serve and change some interchange some services that we are giving to the people. And if your city does the recollection of garbage or waste, and they're doing it in a good way, and you have a good system, and I have a good system of giving permits to construct, let makes us a group and we can help it. What you do for the best thing? What are the best things you can do serving the people? What are you do the for? So we're talking about
So
working
kind of like
together in alliance,
sharing
that partnership,
best
partnership,
practices. Yeah.
partnership.
Yeah.
After Maria, we understood what partnership means.
Okay. Yeah. Right. And so you're talking about not federalizing the system.
No, I don't think so.
But the mayor, the governor's talking about selling it off, like privatizing. Are you in favor
No,
of
no,
that?
I am in favor of changing the system.
Yeah.
The old system has to be taken out.
Okay.
Taken out. I believe in renewable energy. I believe that in that transparency board that is going to be named, there are people who knows about energy, people that are well educated in energy. And I talked with this Inter-American dialogue, and I told them, make proposals to Puerto Rico. Go to the governor, see the governor. He's the one who has to decide, no? But he has to hear all the mayors also. So if the system is in the south, the big area in the south, two
Right.
big areas in the south,
All your
Peñuelas and Guayanilla, and the others is in Guayama. And we are giving all the energy to all the city. I mean, we have to make microgrids, usable photovoltaics panels, many others idea. And there are, for example, there is an old system of energy. It's a plant in Villalba, who is in the center of in the mountain in the middle, about 30 or 45 minutes from Ponce to Villalba. It's another city, and he is trying with three more cities to powerize and raise that plant, and they did it. They did it maybe 2 months ago, and they did it. And he believed in microgrids also.
Okay.
So I believe that the government have to hear everyone,
Right.
and the board that they're going to be named have to see all the alternatives there is.
Right. And you're
in
talking
energy.
about the PREPA board that he'll.
I don't believe in PREPA board just right now.
Well, what board are you talking about then?
They're supposed to the Senate. I think the
Okay.
Senate is proposed
Okay.
to have transparency in the whole process
Okay.
in selling or privatizing, or maybe privatizing.
Yeah. The
system.
Senate has said there'll be like 180 days, and then to create a new energy plan.
But
for
the person
the
that has to
island.
be named in that board
Okay.
doesn't have to. I think have to have transparency, no negotiations with any agency in the government. They are really interested in raising a new system of electricity, a new system of power. And I know the Senate, uh, one of them is the Senator Larry Silhammer from Ponce. And Larry,
Yes.
who is an engineer,
He's from Ponce.
he's from
Yeah.
Ponce.
Yeah.
He's from Ponce. He's a friend of mine.
Right.
And and I think he, Batia, the president of the Senate, the the name, TRS, Tomas Rivera Schatz, they're talking about a board or a group that will see all the proposals. I don't think that the government should see the proposal. What we should see, evaluate, and make all the analyzing proposal has to be a transparency board. People who are not have business with the government.
So independent. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And they have to hear the mayors. They have to hear the people who works in the electricity company. They have to hear the people in the rural area and the experts in power. I think.
Right. And so to kind of wrap up, where do you Do you see that you're more prepared going into this next hurricane season from what you've learned from Hurricane
I
Maria?
have learned many things. First of all, that I have to thank, first of all, Malin. I have to thank Malin. I have to thank um, FEMA. I have to thank all the congressmen, the congresswomen, congressmen, because uh, at the end they accept and they accept some supplemental help to Puerto Rico, even though they have to understand that we are American citizens.
Right.
Before Maria, 10% of the people from mainland knew that Puerto Rico was part of the United States. Now, after Maria, 90% knows that we are American citizens. I mean,
Yeah.
who has the fault? Puerto Rico or history? I don't know.
Yeah.
But we learn, first of all, that we need the communities together. We have all organizations to work together, profitable and non-profitable ones. I have to thank the communities because people went out and helped us also. We work together. I have representation from community. We have been preparing communities, giving courses today on seminars about how we can have a disaster like this, and we can have and be prepared. So if we can move people, because I cannot move in one day 155,000 people, but there are people who can stay in their home, but there are other ones who can have to leave their home. I have about 3,200 houses with blue tarps.
You still do.
Now, no, take out 600,
So you
2,000.
2,900 houses still with blue tarp.
Only from those 32,000, from those 32,000, only 600 are just
Have been
repaired.
repaired.
Have been
Of
repaired.
that total, 600.
So
Wow. So
it has
that's
been
not
taking
good.
so long.
Yeah.
And you know something? How the reconstruction began so rapidly after Harvey in Texas, and us, we cannot begin just reconstruction. I have 30 projects presented to FEMA, and I am waiting for them
What are those
with their design and everything to
Okay.
start reconstructing.
to
People are
reconstruct?
criticizing me
Yeah.
because I haven't started. But Mitch Landreau was the mayor of New Orleans, and that's another way we have
saw
been
he
in
came to
open
visit
society.
you.
Yes, he
Yeah.
came to Ponce,
Mhm.
and 5 other mayors came to other cities. So my people went to New Orleans also. I sent 2 of my staff members to go to New Orleans. So we have been meeting with Open Society Foundation from the state, the National League of Cities, and U.S. Mayor of Conference. And Mitch told me that they have more than 10 supplemental aids approved by the Congress. More than 10. I think it's 11 or 13. I don't have the exact name. I don't remember it. But it was more than 10 with the aid. And they took 13 years to reconstruct New Orleans.
So they got 10. They got more than 10 supplemental aid packages to New Orleans, and it took 13 years. So how long do you think it'll take you to rebuild Ponce?
You have to take 3 or 4 or 5, 3 or 4 years.
3 or 4 years to repair,
Even though I
you
just
think?
began,
Yeah.
I just began because I began bits, but I don't have the whole money to the construction. I have 437 facilities in Ponce, municipal facilities.
Mhm.
Many of them were destroyed because the air conditioning went off, because windows went off, because the electricity was mobile and damaged the building. And my insurance company and Dr. Carlos Pesquera, who was the Secretary of Transportation about 3 terms when Governor Rosselló, father, was the governor, and he managed 4,000 millions of federal funds without any problem, and auditing that money He's doing an excellent job as a secretary. He's managing also with my insurance company every facility in Ponce. He's checking, analyzing every facility. And the insurance company and Carlos Pequera staff, engineers, they are evaluating everyone. So I have 437 facilities. The money that I pay is almost 3.5 million for a whole year as an insurance, and all those facilities are insured by 500 millions. Up to now, I have more than 160 million damage
In just those facilities.
in facilities.
How much damage would you estimate?
Roads, state roads. Hey,
Mhm.
people don't know what
Yeah.
are state roads and what are municipal roads.
Oh, okay.
And the roads in Puerto Rico are horrible. Because
Okay,
last term, last administration 4 years ago,
Yeah.
they didn't repair
So
any road. It was only the city the governor brother, who was the mayor of Cuamo. All the roads are repaired.
interesting.
Ah,
That's all I know.
politics, my friend.
Yeah, and so I was reading $1 billion in damage to Ponce. Is that the total estimate?
I would say that maybe we will get to 170 millions. I would say 170 million.
Is how much you still need to repair?
Yes, I need
Okay.
170 million. 170 million.
That's how much you need.
I-
But
I-
how
they,
much?
they haven't just finished the report of
Okay.
all the damage.
Okay.
Up to now, they are going 150. Which I'm not talking about the port yet.
Okay.
Even though the port belongs to the municipality, and the bill was made by the Ponce Authority, and now it's belong to an authority. But even though the municipality is the one who managed, because that authority didn't have the structural whole employees to manage the port,
Mhm.
and we are in the Jones Act. We are having cruise lines since November. Cruise line receiving cruise ships.
Right.
We receive in November, December, January, February, and March. We receive one ship every month.
Okay.
2,200 tourists in those every cruise ships, and we take them to different visits. And we made a whole plan so they can tourist in every place in Ponce or other cities in Ponce, and we moved them for one day. And I would say up to now, the repair of the port will take more than $100 million
Okay.
of the port.
Okay. And then total damage though of Ponce since the
I
storm.
would say 170, more or less 170 millions.
Okay, because I was reading 1 billion in damage. Is that wrong?
1 million.
1 billion. That's what you said.
Well, at the beginning, we thought because
Okay.
wait, when we get out
Yeah.
that day after the wind stopped,
Okay.
and I saw the whole city, I said the whole city is destroyed.
Right.
So we didn't have communications. We didn't have electricity. We don't have power. We don't have anything. We didn't have the food. Just only that we have over the the first 2 weeks. So we said, what were we going to do? So I took my plan. I met with my staff, the whole plan that we check every month. And I said, I was the one who was giving the direction. I was the one who was giving the help to the agency of the state in the region. I was the one who was giving all the fuel to the hospitals because they didn't have the fuel.
Right.
So the first responder were who? All the mayors.
Okay.
All the mayors. I saw the governor 3 weeks after the hurricane. And when I talked with him by phone, I saw him 3 weeks after. But when I talked to him 2 weeks after the hurricane, I said to him, open the airport during the day. Please. We need to receive those planes because the airport of Ponce uses the airport from 12 at midnight to 5 o'clock in the morning. And you know why? Because the companies that, or the lines, the flight to Ponce said that they need more fuel during the day to take off So they don't want to pay.
Okay.
And the Army Corps of Engineers said to me when I went to visit them, they said, Mayor, this airport can be used during the day, but those lines cannot. They don't want to pay because they waste more fuel when they have to go out during the day. In
Okay.
the night, is less.
Interesting. So how
Ponce
long
is a
did
very
that
hot place.
how
Ponce is
long did that take to open during the day?
no, I would say we have to talk to aduana. We have to talk to and we have to come to here in Congress.
Oh,
Uh,
it's still not open during the
no,
day.
it's open. It's open. The
Oh,
port,
it is
the
open.
airport
Okay.
was open. After
Mhm.
I talked with the governor, I said open during the day,
Okay.
and the governor just made and said we're open the day. So every day airplanes were coming with help.
Mhm.
People taken out. School of Medicine took also people. The School of Medicine of Ponce. I have to say that the Ponce Health Science University. That's the real name. Dr. Lenningham and said he came and said to all his doctors, we have to work together. So help the municipality also. So everyone helped. There were companies, private companies, Magenta, many others, many others. There were many in Ponce who were with us together. Many industry, pharmaceutical industry, agricultural companies who were with us, and we were receiving planes every day. Then, after 3 weeks, I told the governor, you are doing what you can do for the best of the people. I know that, and you have been not even sleeping. I know that. We need we are like you. We cannot sleep. And I said to him, open the port. The port is open, and we have 10 clients, but it is not open to receive all the cruise, I'm sorry, all the lines, private lines, Crowley, all the lines that are in the port of San Juan.
Okay.
And I said to him, if everything is stuck in the port of San Juan, open the port of Ponce for everyone. So Crowley came because everything was stuck over there.
Mhm.
So what happened? The store didn't have enough resources because everything was stuck over there. And I said, open. So Crowley, with a big Naviera, they began to stop in Ponce and they followed to San Juan. And they go then to San Juan. Stop, left about every week 100 containers. And
That's the fuel.
that fuel,
Mhm.
construction materials for electricity,
Okay.
many things that the people need. Now,
Right.
up just right now, after 10, 10 months, everything is working. We're
Okay.
doing business. We're doing business. Stores are open, roads are open, even though some of them are destroyed. We have to construct bridges. We have to
Mhm.
construct many other things, reconstruct. But we have to be resilient. But I have told everyone, resilient is not a slogan. For me, it has to be a problem, a solution for the vulnerable people and for all the people of Puerto Rico.
Wonderful. Well, this is a good way to end it, I think. Yeah.
So everything is going up, but
Right.
we have to reconstruct many other places. For
Right.
example, in La Guancha, we have a boardwalk. It was beautiful.
Mhm.
There are kiosks. I gave electricity to those people in the kiosk, so they are doing business. But the boardwalk is closed. So we made a design. We gave it to FEMA. We're waiting. They approve our 30 project to begin the reconstruction of other places.
Okay. So they've approved your 30 projects? Or
They
they're
have they
still
already have the 30 project. We are waiting for the money. So
You're
I just
waiting on the
began
money. Yeah.
because our budget went off.
Yeah.
Every budget of every municipality went off because we have to pay for many other things.
Yeah. How much federal funding have you received?
Up to now, you won't believe it,
Yeah.
almost 3 million. That's
3 million. That's all. Yeah. That's not much.
I cannot believe
Since Maria.
since Maria.
Okay.
And I have to say you this. In public assistance help, in every report, they gave us to our private company who's making all the information, because federal forms are very strict, are very they
Yeah.
and every now they change their way of they are auditing every form, and the person who is doing is a firm ALC, taking a company. There is a Puerto Rican firm of lawyer. She's a lawyer, and she has been doing all the paperwork for FEMA. And FEMA gave us, we are a model, role model, they said. And they are giving us 104% of excellence in the work that she has been doing
This is for Ponce.
in Ponce.
Okay.
In
Yeah,
Ponce.
yeah. Okay.
And the people of FEMA
Mhm.
that are working in the region 4 with Ponce, for me, they are the best.
Oh, good.
And I told my Burn and I told Brooklyn, and I said to them, they are the best. Don't take me them. Because you know what the thing? They were
Right.
changing every month.
I'm
The people in
sure.
charge, the bosses, we said disparate.
Yeah.
It's awful that.
Yeah.
How you change the
That's
people that are
right.
talking with us every
I
month in
know.
FEMA?
I know, and then you lost Army Corps
Everything.
too.
Then we
Yeah.
got to start again.
Yeah, you had to start.
But the thing is that they have been taking too much time in Puerto Rico. And for me, I know there is a problem. We don't have representation in Congress.
No, just
Not in the House of
Gonzalez
Representatives or in the Senate.
Colon.
We
I
have
mean,
a-
she can't vote, but yeah.
she can vote in commissions.
Mhm.
The resident commissioner can vote in commission, but she cannot vote in the floor.
No.
But she's an excellent.
Yeah, I saw her yesterday.
She's
Yeah.
excellent.
Yeah.
And I'm going to see her at 11 o'clock. I hope so.
Oh, good. Oh, well, then we should.
She's going to talk about economic development of Puerto Rico.
Great. That's
And she's good.
yeah, she's good.
She's
Yeah.
good. But she cannot
She can't
vote.
only do
I have
so
been
much.
seeing.
Yeah.
You can let me tell you. I saw Senator Elizabeth Warren. She said,
Okay.
"You have to come over here and talk with us."
So the Senate side, yeah.
I saw that Cochran. I saw Senator Duffy, the one who made the law for Promesa
Oh, okay.
Oversight Board.
Yeah.
Marco Rubio. I fight with Marco Rubio, and I said, "Hey, you want the votes? You want people in Puerto Rico vote for you?
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
make up the money. Don't stop that money to hold it." I saw Rodney Frolinghausen,
Yes.
who is the chief of appropriation committee,
Right.
and he said to me, "I'm so passionate, Mayor."
You are passionate. Man. Well, it's a good thing.
I saw Bernie Sanders. I saw Hoyer, and I went
Wow,
to
that's
a
a lot
whip
of
meeting.
people.
I went to a whip meeting
Uh-huh.
with all the Democratic meeting caucus. I
You
saw
saw Pelosi?
I saw Pelosi. I saw
Was this all
Serrano.
this week?
Yes,
Yeah?
it's sweet.
I,
Espaillat, Serrano, Nidia, Gutierrez. I saw Elliot Angel, Richard Neal. I went to I went to Inter-American Dialogue. I went to
Wow.
U.S. Chamber of Commerce. I saw Espaillat. I went to Bill Clinton Foundation. Bill Clinton is a friend of mine.
Oh, that's great.
And Hillary, because I was in charge when Hillary for the first time was going to run against Obama. I took care of her.
You're a national committee woman.
As the National Committee woman, don't say that. I'm National Committee woman of Puerto Rico of the
Yeah.
Democratic Party.
Wow.
And I went to Miami, and the resident commissioner was there. The mayor of San Juan was there.
Mm-hmm.
They were the two ladies who talked from San Juan. I was still there. And I talked to Bill Clinton when he went to Puerto Rico. And I said, please help him.
Mm-hmm.
And the mayor of San Juan was there and said, hey, don't take care of him. And I said, I am going to take care of him. We are friends. We are friends. We are friends. We went to U.S. Mayor Association in a meeting in the panel with Elaine Duke.
Okay, right. Is that
She
D-
went to Ponce.
Mm.
She was a deputy mayor, former deputy mayor. And I went with her. And she went to Ponce. And she sewed.
Mhm.
And she gave water to the people.
Great.
FEMA, I have been here in FEMA. I came here to see Hud. I didn't see Bert Carson. I met him in Puerto Rico, but I saw here Nielsen, that was replaced, Elaine was replaced by Nielsen. And I have been talking, and if she knows that I'm here, she will get angry with me. Pamela Hughes Patenue, who is the Deputy Secretary of Housing.
Okay.
She went to Puerto Rico with a resident commissioner,
Okay.
and she saw Ponce. She stayed in Ponce, and she saw everything.
Yeah.
I have been in the National League of Cities, talking in a presentation, in a panel, the American Federation of Teachers in Congress with Randy Wiedergarden, and Bernie Sanders were there, Elizabeth Warren were in those. We were speakers. U.S. Chamber of Commerce, Corporate Citizenship Center, yes, LULAC, and League of National Latin American Citizens, LULAC. I have been in every place talking about the disaster, talking, please help Puerto Rico, make things move more rapidly. And I know the government is doing the same thing, but it has been a difficult time for him and for us also. And people doesn't feel secure, so people will be leaving Puerto Rico. And I have to talk to the people of Puerto Rico and say, come to Puerto Rico again. There is electricity just right now. We are trying to the whole system was reconstructed, but it has to change the whole system. Resiliency has to be made just right now. They have to begin with resiliency in the way they reconstruct. All the codes of reconstruction have to be evaluated also. The road has to be the state roads and the state government in the first week of August, next week, they are going to begin a new program to help all the cities in reconstruction the roads.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a lot going on, that's for sure.
No. Yeah. The next 2 years we will have many work to be done.
Yes. Wow. Maybe we could revisit when you're back.
Yes, yeah, sure.
So no, this
Rebecca,
is great.
do you want to maybe ask her about the study?
I mean, I could. I mean, I'm writing more about electricity,
okay, right. If you're
but
more about
what?
I mean, did you? I mean, obviously you saw the Harvard study, and then apparently GW is doing a study.
But I know that George Washington is doing a study,
but they haven't
finished.
It.
They haven't finished. I think they're making an excellent plan there because I only have seen the way that they're doing the things. I think this is the best university here in this city.
Oh, wow.
I think
you chose well. Yeah.
I think, but they have a structural way of doing things.
Right.
I know Harvard is excellent, and they gave some numbers.
It was a very broad range, so we don't really know where.
But they haven't. They are still doing study here.
Right. Okay. So
but the reconstruction of the analysis of the way they are doing is excellent, and they have been more than 11 organizations working with them.
Okay.
People from Puerto Rico and people from the state.
Maybe we could chat about your reaction to
yes,
that. Okay.
Yes. Later on, I will give you my cards. There's no problem.
Yeah,
my card.
We'll do that. Yeah, no, this is
there
really
is my
helpful.
cellular phone also.
Okay, I'll give you my card.
That's my proper name, but they don't call me Maria.
Do you prefer to go to by Majita?
Majita.
Majita.
I prefer that.
Okay.
Because I remember the name of my mother.
Okay.
My mother is Maggie. And they call, I was the first one, I was the oldest one.
Yeah.
And they saw, but I call, little Magic's coming, Majita.
Oh, okay. That's a cute name.
And everyone know about Majita.
Yeah.
I went to Miami and to a U.S. member meetings, and all the mayors of the U.S. mayor were there. And when I get there, all words in the John F. Kennedy Library. They were in the John F. Kennedy Library.
Great.
And I sent to them in the hotel, I have a problem. How can I move to the library? Because all the mayors are there. And there was a guy at the back. He said, "Oh, that's Majita. I have seen her in TV."
You make yourself known on the island. That's for sure.
I was just yesterday.
Great.
I was out when we were taking the Uber. Over there, there was a lady she was crossing the street, and the youngest one, and she said, "That's Majita, the mayor of Ponce." And I looked to her. "You're from Puerto Rico?" And she said, "I am from Carolina, but I live here. I'm studying here." So I began to laugh. I said, "Then my help, or one of my attorney was with me, and she said, 'Everyone knows you.' I said, 'No." I am going to be a mayor. I am not.
You don't want to run?
No,
for
I don't want more.
office?
No, I am a mayor.
You don't want to be governor?
No.
Sounds like that's a lot of work.
No.
You already do enough work.
No,
well,
I'm a dentist, and I would like after. I will run for another term, but
no, this is
I have
wonderful.
another aspirations also. I would like to work. If the dental school will be open, I will give my services free.
Oh, that'd be great.
But we'll have a meeting, and it's important. For 8 years, I just teach and direct a program of dental system with expanded functions, and I came here as the president of the Association of Dentists in Puerto Rico. And I came here to ADA, American Dental Association, and told them many years ago, if there is a lack of hygienists in United States, use our dental assistant for expanded functions. They can do the work as they do it.
Mm-hmm.
They are excellent.
That's
Well,
great.
we're prepared.
Yeah.
And I graduated 1,000 of them in 80 years.
Wow, that's impressive. Wow, that's wonderful.
So, Rebecca, thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Thank you
I
very
appreciate
much.
it. Thanks, Lisa.
I'm sorry I'm being late. Sorry, you will excuse me, but it was not